My name is Takayuki Mochizuki. I'm a normal high schooler that you can find just about anywhere. But at my school, there's a girl so beautiful that she might not exactly be considered normal. Whoa, it's Miyonjin-san. Why is she staring at me? I don't remember doing anything to upset her. Thank goodness, she looked away. Sayori Miyonjin was my classmate and the student council president. She was the topic of every conversation from the moment she enrolled here, and her grades are amazing. During her second year, she unanimously won as student council president. She's really amazing. Even this morning, she was simply just walking, but had the attention of everyone around her. How amazing is it that we get to see Miyonjin's face in the morning? I wish I was in the same class as her. She probably would even talk to you if you were her classmate. Honestly, I don't think she talked to anyone. Miyonjin-san was a lone wolf. She does speak in front of all of us because she's the student council president, but I'd never seen her talking to anyone inside the classroom. Still, she doesn't seem like she's alienated. In fact, she was the most popular girl at our school.
Miyojin-san looks so beautiful today too. I love that she's not an attention seeker, even though she's so pretty. She looks so elegant and stern during her last speech. So cool. She's always calm and is really like an ice queen.
Miyonji-san is popular, but I honestly didn't like her that much. What? Is Miyonji-san staring at me? Is she going to do something? She can't! Is she going to say it's karma and falsely blame me for glaring at her?
I bumped into the desk and I was tripped. My toes hurt. I don't want Mochizuki-kun to see me like this. I have to pretend like nothing's wrong.
Is that her? Dude, were you just looking at me, face? It might be best to straight up and let her know that I'm not an enemy. No, I wasn't looking.
Okay, thank God. Mochizuki-kun didn't notice. He didn't laugh at me. I always try to talk to him but never get the chance to. But I was able to talk to him a little bit today. And we even made eye contact. This is progress, right?
Thank God, she didn't punch me. I was afraid of Miyonji-san. She's beautiful, taller than me, and quiet, so she's quite the terrifying person. Sometimes, I wonder if she's hiding the fact that she's a gang member or something like that.
I'll be able to have fun doing work for student council today. Huh? What's up, Sayori-chan? You seem unusually happy. Kanon is my childhood friend, and she's a responsible student council vice president. The thing is, I talked to my crush today. Oh, the one in your class? Yup, I smiled at him, and he noticed. Okay, and? That's it. Does that count as talking? He did say I wasn't looking. What kind of situation is that? Were you threatening him? Sorry, Chan's always been a big overthinker, but if my best friend is happy, I don't want to ruin it for her. I don't really understand, but congrats on making progress. I hope you can get a lot closer to him next time. Closer? Yep, just go for it. You're a pretty girl. It's a waste to be hesitant. Okay, I'll do my best.
A few days later. This is awful. I can't believe I had to come back to school. I forgot my suede gym clothes I wore during our long distance run. I had to bring it home and wash it as soon as possible. Huh? I think there's someone in the classroom. It's already evening though. It'd be awkward if an extrovert was asking someone out or something. Let me just check to see who's inside before I go in. What? Just Miyonji-san? Why is she at my desk? Oh, wait, she has my gym clothes. What? I couldn't believe what I saw in front of me. What the hell is she doing?
Mochizuki-kun.
Did she say my name? Why does she sound like that? I don't know what she's thinking at all. It's understandable if I was smelling a beautiful girl like Miyonji-san's gym clothes. I'm a boy after all. But what's the point of smelling an introvert sweaty gym clothes? I'm scared. I don't understand. So Miyonji-san is 20 times scarier than usual. I'm not going to survive if she notices I was watching her. I have to run. Hey, Mochizuki? You're still here? Hurry up and go home. Sir! Why did you just have to say that?
Mochizuki?
See? She's glaring at me! She caught me. If I try and run away now, she'll just interrogate me tomorrow. Alright, I just need to pretend like I didn't see anything and try to get away with it. Hey, Miyonji-san! What coincidence! Oh, you found my gym clothes? Thanks! We don't have lockers to stuff our clothes in the back, so I always end up losing them.
Mochizuki-kun, did you...
Yeah, don't overthink it. Just give me my gym clothes. Huh?
You saw me!
Miyonji-san? What do I do now? My plan failed. I knew pretending like I didn't see wouldn't work. I'd rather she get mad at me. I didn't expect her to cry. It's fine. I don't care, so...
You're not mad at me?
Huh? I'm not mad. I was just a little surprised. I mean, it's you. So there's probably a good reason behind it. Maybe it was just a misunderstanding, and it only seemed like she was smelling my clothes. That's right. There's no way the popular Miyonji-san would be smelling like clothes.
I wanted to know how it smelled.
What?
Because I wanted to know more about you. You know, even how your sweat smells. But I never have a chance to get close enough to know how your sweat smells. So I couldn't help it. I'm so sorry. I'm not very good at getting close to people I like. That's why I do strange things like this.
Miyonji-san, it kinda sounded as though she said she likes me, but there's no way that's possible. Maybe smelling someone is a form of communication for Miyonji-san. It's unlikely, but I don't understand her enough to boldly say it's impossible. Okay, it's fine. I don't mind at all. I'd rather her smell my gym clothes than punch me after all.
Really?
Yeah, come on. A teacher might find us and get mad if we're here too long. Let's get out of here. Huh? Are we going to walk home together? I don't really like being with Miyonji-san, but it's rude to just be silent. We're in the same class, but this is our first time talking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh? She's not as scary as I thought she'd be. Okay, let me just go for it. I always thought you were a scary person.
What? Because I'm the kind of girl that smells gym clothes?
Oh, not that. Don't worry about that anymore. Sorry, I'm a little wimp, so I thought you were a gangster or something.
Me? A rebel?
You give off a mysterious and lone wolf type vibe, so I misunderstood.
I'm the student council president.
Right? Now that I think about it, it was a crazy assumption.
I mean, I don't talk in class at all, so it's not your fault that you thought that.
I do wonder how you're the student council president when you act like that in class, but...
My childhood friend is the vice president, so she helps me out, but...
The vice president? Oh, the responsible-looking girl. I didn't know they were childhood friends.
I have a hard time making new friends. That's why I'm always like that in class.
I see. I always thought you liked being independent and chose to be alone.
It's not that. I'm just a loner. And it's not like I want to always be alone. I don't know how to get close to people. Which is why I smelled your gym clothes. Oh, I'm so sorry about that again. It's gross, isn't it?
Why is she bringing that topic back up again? Like I said a bunch of times, it's fine. Honestly, I think I stopped being scared of you and disliking you because of that, so... That's why I think that what happened today was a good thing.
Okay. Thank goodness.
Yeah, so let's stop talking about my gym clothes, okay?
If you say so.
I'm headed this way.
Okay, see you. Oh, Mochizuki-kun, I'd be really happy if we could talk more.
Of course. I didn't know. Was Miyonji-san always that kind of calm? She's such a beautiful and likable girl then. I'm getting worried about whether I can even look her in the eyes properly tomorrow. It might have been easier just to think of her as a gang member.
I suddenly asked him to talk to me more. He didn't look like he was annoyed by me asking so suddenly, even said okay. Mochizuki-kun is a lot nicer than I thought he was. I made so much progress today.
School is so annoying. I mean, at least I have most of my easy classes today.
Mochizuki-kun, good morning.
Oh, good morning, Miyonji-san. Right, I don't have to be afraid of her anymore. I feel better just thinking about that. Huh? Miyonji-san,
What's wrong?
your skirt looks really messed up.
What? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have shown you that.
Don't worry, I couldn't see anything.
I think my skirt got messed up when I went to the bathroom earlier.
I see. I'm glad it wasn't from when you left the house. Now that I didn't think Miyonji-san was scary, I saw a different side of her. when we were walking in the hallway to a different classroom. Did she just trip on nothing?
Did you see that?
Sorry, I was coincidentally behind you when it happened.
I'm not athletic or coordinated. I usually trip a couple times a day.
Right. I feel like I usually see you just watching during gym.
I'm the student council president, so I don't want people to see me do embarrassing things like that.
Oh, I see. Must be hard to be popular. They always have to look cool.
But you already saw the most embarrassing thing I've done in my life, so I don't feel like I have to pretend around you.
It's nice that the ice queen is saying something like that to me. I see. You could just act naturally when you're around me, okay?
And that happened. What do you do? Should I be more assertive? Sayori-chan looks so much happier these days. I think that sounds good. There's no way a guy would enjoy being liked by someone like you, Sayori-chan. Good morning, Mochizuki-kun.
Mionji-san? I wonder what happened. She doesn't seem like an ice queen at all today.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I annoying?
No, not at all. I was just a little surprised.
Okay. I'm glad then.
It doesn't seem like she's going to let go of my arm, though. I mean, it's easier talking to her when she's like this, so I guess it's fine. From then on, Mionji-san started hanging around me more whenever we were in school. I was surprised when she even followed me to the restroom. Whoa! Were you waiting for me?
I'm sorry. I was getting lonely sitting in the class by myself.
Oh, yeah, I get it. It's fine. I see. She's just faking her mysterious and low-wolf personality, and she actually hates being alone. Still, I had a feeling there was a deeper reason behind doing all that to keep her status as an ice queen. It wasn't just about maintaining her status as student body president. The teacher asked me to do extra work. This is pretty heavy. Maybe I shouldn't have declined Mionji-san's offer to help. No, I can't make a girl hold this. Right. I think this side of the school is where the vice president's classroom is.
Seems heavy. I can help you.
Vice president? It's okay. I could do it on my own.
Don't be shy. I wanted to have a chat with you anyways.
A conversation with Vice President Endo? Mionji-san's best friend? I wonder what she wants to talk about. Before that, let's finish moving these things.
Alright then. Okay, straight to the point. Sorry if my Sayori-chan is being super clingy with you.
Clingy? It's no problem at all.
She's always had a straight as an arrow type of mindset, but she's not a bad girl. So, don't abandon her, okay?
Of course not. I was always scared of Mionji-san, so I like this version of her much more.
That's the real Sayori-chan, even if everyone calls her an ice queen. She doesn't like getting close to people much. Something bad happened to her in middle school because of that. Since then, she started acting cool and independent in front of people. She's scared of making new connections with people and acts the way she does now.
I didn't know that. Mionji-san must hate being called the Ice Queen. I feel like she must have been in pain having people praise her for a side of herself that she didn't even like.
So, that's that. I'll leave Sayori-chan to you then. Oh, of course, I'll also support her as a friend. Anyways, see ya!
Vice President? Isn't that what you say to someone when they start dating your friend? I mean, I don't mind if we do end up dating, but I also need to respect Mionji-san's feelings too. Mionji-san?
I was wondering why you weren't coming back, but you were alone with Akane-chan? There's no way nothing happened.
Nothing happened. I mean, something technically did. Mionji-san? Do you have time after school today? I'm sorry for making you wait so long.
That's fine, but are you trying to talk to me at the same time as when I was sniffing your gym clothes?
You knew?
It's fine. You probably have something in mind, don't you?
Something like that. I saw your embarrassing moment, so I thought it should be my turn. For you to see an embarrassing moment for me, you know?
What? Mochizuki-kun! You're being a little too bold! My heart isn't prepared for this! But if you're going to show me, I'll grave it into my brain forever!
I think you're misunderstanding something. It's nothing like that. There's something I realized after spending time with you recently. I was scared in the beginning and didn't realize how I felt, but now I know how I feel about you. Mionji-san, I want to be in a relationship with you.
Mochizuki-kun, can you slap my face?
What? Why?
Because this must be a dream. I'm so happy. It's probably a dream. So you need to wake me up with your own hands.
It's not a dream. I like you, Mionji-san.
Really?
Really, really.
But then, You can kiss me, right?
Just like the vice president said, Miyonji-san had a strange way of interacting with others. I didn't think we kissed right after confessing our feelings for each other. But that's what's unique about Miyonji-san. In fact, it's now one of those things I love about her. Okay, close your eyes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't really know how to do this, but...
It's okay. This is my first time too.
The moment I placed my palm on her cheeks, they were so warm that I wondered who even started calling her a mysterious and independent ice queen. Just like that, we became an official couple. Of course, a lot of people talked about us. Some people laughed behind our backs because I wasn't good enough to be the ice queen's boyfriend. But I didn't care about what the people at school thought of me.
I can really be myself when I'm with you.
Thank you. I'm going to do my best so that I can continue to be by your side. After all, I'm not trying to be a man that's fit to be with the Ice Queen. I'm trying to be a man worthy of Sayori Miyonjin as her most natural self.
My goal is to build my own brand new dream home. I'm Saku Tsuruga, and I'm currently living in the city and working at a company while chasing after this dream. I'm sure everyone has thought about their dream home at least once in their lives. I'm just a regular guy that wants to get closer to that goal day by day. People often tell me, "You're still too young," or "Do you need it when you're single?" I hear it a lot more than I'd like to. Breakfast really is the most important meal of the day. Bean sprouts! Bean sprouts are the way! They're cheap and they go with everything. I'm living a wonderfully cheap life, trying to save whatever I can for my dream home. The only issue is, they don't have much nutritional value, nor can I get full from this. Well, it's a trade-off. As long as it goes in my stomach, anything's fine. If it's not enough, I can just have some sugar cubes or something. They're cheap, they're sweet, and they taste good. Well then, I should hurry up and finish eating to get ready for work. Good morning! After I got my breakfast in, I headed straight to the office. Breakfast is my source of energy for the day. Recently, I've seen more and more colleagues coming to work without having breakfast, but I think that's a problem, because thanks to making breakfast, I was able to break a little sweat before coming to work.
Oh, good morning.
Long brown hair down to her waist, beautiful proportions that you can see even through her suit, a graceful and beautiful face with eyes as clear as the ocean. She's easily the most popular girl amongst all the male employees, known as the unobtainable flower, because she's so beautiful and nobody can approach her. She's in the same sales department as me, and she's my colleague who's the same age. And so, this beauty, named Misato Kurashiki, greeted me with a vitamin drink in one hand. Hey, you! What a luxurious way to start your morning.
That's especially funny coming from you.
We entered the company at the same time, and we have the same salary. Why is she able to afford such luxuries? How many meals do I have to hold back on for me to get to that level?
I don't think you need to hold back on any meals.
You idiot! That costs the same as 5 packs of bean sprouts!
Are you still living off bean sprouts? Are you stupid?
How dare she insult my bean sprouts like that? That are getting me towards my dream home. This is why there are too many young people these days who don't look or plan into the future.
You're the one to talk who isn't looking into your health or nutrition.
What are you saying? I exercise every day. That's how much I care about my health.
As in, you're walking the 7 stations instead of taking the train to work.
This is exactly what they call 2 birds, 1 stone. Well, don't get me wrong. I'm someone that saves when they want to save. That's the type of person I am.
Now that you mention it, you go to work happy hours and such.
Although I only eat bean sprouts for a week after that.
Isn't that what you do every day anyway?
Look, I have a dream and I'm going to make it happen.
Dream home. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've heard it a million times.
I'll never give up on my dream. Don't you think that that's beautiful?
That's why we're going drinking today.
How is that connected to anything we were just talking about? That's completely unrelated to my dream home.
Because you always refuse to go drinking with me?
Well, that's true. When other people invite me, I do go.
We are colleagues and entered the company at the same time. Once wouldn't hurt, would it?
But you see... Yeah, did you hear that? Surely this can't be the case. But he better not be trying to go drinking with Miss Kurashiki. Our beautiful flower is going to be tainted if you lay your dirty hands on her. There's a chance that I would be shunned from the rest of the company. I just don't want to die yet.
What are you saying?
If she wasn't so popular, then I guess, if I really had to, if she really insisted, if I really had no other choice, if it really came down to it, I would go for a drink with her.
Whatever. We're going drinking today and you have no other option.
Well, how do I put this in reverse now? I wasn't able to come up with an excuse on the spot. So Miss Kurashiki grabbed me by the base of my neck, and much to my dismay, I was dragged to the restaurant. Goodbye, my bean sprouts.
Are the bean sprouts that important to you?
Goodbye, my life.
You're not going to die of starvation.
That's not what I meant. But I guess I don't need to go there. Sometimes reality can be so harsh. Well then, here we are.
Cheers! Hey, you. What is that?
By that, is she asking about the alcohol that I'm drinking? It's awamori.
Why are you drinking awamori as your first drink?
What? Because it's high in alcohol.
That doesn't mean it's better if you drink it all at once.
It's about the same as having 6 glasses of beer. So what's she trying to say? As long as it goes into your liver, isn't it the same? If anything, the poor liver must get annoyed on having little amounts of alcohol constantly thrown its way. More importantly, why do you insist on going drinking with me so much?
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you always refuse?
I mean, you could drink with any guy that you wanted to, so why me? If she were to ask any of the other guys at work, they would all come swimming to the line. Their minds must be so crowded with desire, those brainless fish.
I went to drink with some of them at a company event, but I didn't exactly have a good time.
Interesting.
Do you remember what my old job was?
A job where you show a lot of skin and you take a lot of money from your customers. If I remember correctly, before she came to our company, she was working at a lounge as a hostess. Of course, I heard it from her herself.
You're not wrong. But there are better ways to say it.
How am I supposed to know? I've never been to one. That would be the opposite of going towards my dream home.
Anyway, I got tired of it already.
Tired of what?
Being complimented like that all the time and having men look at me like I'm just another piece of meat. And giving me their money for it.
What the heck? That sounds amazing. Maybe I should become a nightclub hostess.
That's why someone who is the complete opposite of that. Wait, what are you searching all of a sudden?
Job listings for a lounge hostess.
Are you dumb?
Dumb? How rude of her. Even I had the highest grades in my high school, and I was famous for being smart, if I actually tried.
If you're going to do it, you would be a host, you know that. Forget it.
What do you mean?
Your face.
I'm sorry. Can someone please give me some brass knuckles?
I knew that it would be fun to go drinking with you.
I'm not having any fun at all.
We only just started, but let's go drinking again sometime.
Actually, I've been pretty broke lately.
Why are you trying to reject me already?
No matter how beautiful she is, I still wanted to refrain from multiple nights of drinking. This was a one-time occasion. The next day, after having drinks with Miss Kurashiki, good morning. I felt like a skeleton with my stomach and my back nearly kissing each other, but today was another day of making moves towards my dream home.
What's wrong? Why the long face? You look like you're going to collapse at any moment.
I didn't eat breakfast today.
That's rare. Despite being an extreme cheapo, you always eat your 3 meals.
I actually didn't realize that the bean sprouts in my fridge were out of date.
You could have just eaten something else.
Something else?
Why is there a question mark at the end of that?
Because the fridge is a place for bean sprouts and drinks only, obviously.
I'm really worried about your diet.
She didn't have to sigh that much about it.
That being said, even if I were to support you,
Wait, seriously? That would be amazing! Up to how many dollars?
it doesn't seem like it would be that positive anyway.
What? It would be super positive? Especially for my body, I mean.
All right, I've decided.
Decided what?
That diet of yours? I'm going to do something about it.
Whoa. Now, what did she just say? Yo, Mr. Tsuruga. What have we got here? You bastard. What did she just say to you? Would you like to be minced or sliced? I'll give you the courtesy of an option for your fate. But I didn't do anything! Threatening me just because they overheard Miss Kurashiki really feels excessive. Today was a terrible day. I somehow made it through the day. My shoulders were heavy, not only with the stress from work, but from other exhaustion. Oh, and for some reason, Miss Kurashiki was following me to the supermarket. Turns out, the two of us actually live pretty close to each other.
Wow, what a day you had.
Yeah, well, thanks to you. All right, I'm just going to grab my bean sprouts and...
Hold on a minute there.
Whoa there! You need to let go of me, Missy!
Why are bean sprouts the first thing you reach out for?
Obviously because it's my main meal. Why is she asking when she should know that already? How silly! Fine. If you're going to be so annoying about it, then I won't buy any bean sprouts.
You're the one that's annoying me. But if that's the case, then fine.
To be fair, even I was starting to get a little bit tired of the bean sprouts sometimes. Steam them, stir-fry them, grill them, pickle them. Even then, at least once every 3 months, I would want to eat something else. In times like this... Hey, not again, miss!
Surely you're just buying that for seasoning, right?
What are you saying? Of course. This is my meal.
You know you're going to die.
How rude! Sodium is essential for us to live. It's nutrition.
I knew I was right to come with you.
Despite sighing every few minutes, she started throwing various things into the basket. Hey, who's buying that?
You, of course. Duh.
Oh.
Alrighty then, let's get cooking.
We finished shopping and returned to my house. Together. For some reason, in my kitchen was Miss Kurashiki, wearing an apron and her sleeves rolled up, ready to go. Excuse me, miss, but what are you doing here?
Tomorrow is a day off, so why not?
Does this person have no hesitation about going into a single male's house? What does she plan on doing if I were to attack her? She should be grateful that I'm a nice guy. Although that's not to say that I don't have the courage to... Hey, who's that? Trying to write, "You trashy good-for-nothing piece of crap" guy in the comments section.
Maybe if you have some cooking that's actually delicious, I thought you might begin to like normal food too.
You're saying that like I'm not cooking well at all.
It's hard to believe that's coming out of someone who only eats bean sprouts.
Hey now, stop underestimating the bean sprouts. A few moments later...
It's ready!
Whoa! The table was decorated with colorful plates. How can I say this? Each plate looked like it took a lot of work, but I couldn't deny that everything looked absolutely delicious. However, I see that the cooking is done.
How rude of you.
Oh no, it looks like I may have struck a chord with her. There's an extremely awkward air closing in on us, but I can do something about it. I know I can do something about it. Yum! It's so good!
I'm happy to hear you say that.
I can't remember the last time I ate something other than bean sprouts at home. Yes, it really was delicious.
Well then, does this make you want to eat things other than bean sprouts?
I guess. It makes me miss the bean sprouts, though.
I'm starting to think you have an addiction.
No, it's just that bean sprouts are too good overall. But you know, with a pretty face and the ability to cook so well, I bet a lot of guys approach you. Plus, she's good at her job, and if you don't care that she used to work as a lounge host, then she's pretty much the perfect catch. Although she already is extremely popular.
I'm not interested in guys that approach me anyway because that just means they're after my looks or my status, right? They're not actually looking at me for who I am.
Well, I guess that's true.
I don't think I would be truly happy dating someone like that. I want to be with someone that I have fun being with, someone that I love. Why else would I have quit my job making so much money as a host?
You.
What?
You're a lot more pure than I expected.
No, that's not it at all.
Okay, I'm sorry, I apologize. But stop pointing your chopsticks at me like you're going to poke my eyes out. I seriously feel like I'm going to collapse.
What? A girl isn't allowed to feel like that?
I never said that. I was just saying that it was a little bit unexpected.
You can make fun of me all you want, because in any case,
Huh? I never made fun of you.
Why not? You should be allowed to have fairy tale-like dreams when it comes to relationships.
What? I mean, you're serious enough about it that you quit your old job and are trying to rebuild your life, right?
Well, yeah, but...
Then I think that's amazing. That's it. I would never make fun of you for that. I could never make fun of somebody who's working really hard and honest about what they want. It makes me want to root for her. It makes me want to help her. And if anyone were to make fun of her for it, it makes me want to kick them in the back and send them flying. I also have a dream. To build my own home at this age. Even though everyone around me says it's too early or that's impossible alone, I'm also working hard to get there. Me and my bean sprouts. I answered her proudly, but for some reason, her face started to sink. This is weird. I thought I was encouraging her. Come on, I wasn't trying to be funny.
Oh, please forgive me. I didn't mean to stare at you like that, but...
As I was trying to figure it out, she must have seen the look on my face because she panicked and started apologizing. Don't worry about it. I totally understand why you would want to gaze at a good-looking guy.
I am truly sorry for staring at you even though you're not even good-looking.
Hey! I'm going to knock you over! What are you laughing at?
Nothing. It was just the first time you've said something like that. It made me pretty happy. Thanks.
Sure. Cut it out. Don't compliment me all of a sudden. It's embarrassing.
Oh, I'm being serious, you know. That made me happier than you probably even realize.
I wasn't doubting you. I was just blushing. But well, as someone who used to work as a lounge hostess up until now, maybe no one said something like that to her before. Plus, she probably has these ideals because she's spoken to a lot of guys and had many of them make unwanted advances at her.
A lot of people told me that fairy tales don't exist, and that I'll have to make compromises.
Well, to those people, you can just smile and laugh. A third-party opinion means nothing if you're serious about your dreams.
You're right. Yeah, that's definitely true.
But wait, why are we talking about something like this? So serious and out of character. I'm the type that thrives a lot more in comedy and lighthearted conversations. Well, but I have to say, it doesn't seem easy to find somebody like that. Of course, I'm not telling you to give up or anything.
None of the guys that approach me are what I'm looking for, so I get it.
I bet. The food is so good.
Oh, that's right. I seem to have a lot of fun whenever I'm with you.
Hello there. Is today a day of compliments?
On top of that, you don't look at me like all the other guys do, and you're actually honest with me.
Well, that's because you're you.
And you actually understand my dreams.
Well, you understand my dreams too.
Although I still don't understand your obsession with bean sprouts.
Is that so? I see. This is where we reach a consensus.
I'm going to say this based on what we just talked about, but you seem to be the fitting mold of what I've been looking for. Oh, are you okay?
Not okay. I'm not okay. That came out of nowhere. What are you saying?
I can't help it. Oh, I think I've fallen for you.
Just from that conversation?
No, not just from that conversation. There's nothing I can do about it. Now that I realize that I've liked you all along.
No, but that doesn't mean that you...
And the more I think about it and think about it a lot, I realize that coming into a single man's room by myself and making him dinner must mean that I already felt that way at some point.
Now that you mention it, that's true.
You're in full support of my dreams, and I have so much fun when I'm with you. I know this is all happening really suddenly, but my past is my past, so I'm not saying any of this lightly. I can cook, and I think my looks aren't that bad either.
No matter what anyone says, she is such a catch. But still, that came out of nowhere.
And you know that I would be able to support your dreams too, right? We could even split the loan of your dream home.
Whoa. That's what happened. At the start of the following week. Hey, little Mr. Tsuruga. I heard a little rumor that someone saw you and Miss Kurashiki at the grocery store together over the weekend. I can't possibly imagine that that's true. But why don't you tell us? As usual, the male colleagues came cornering me. I swear, I didn't do anything suspicious at all! Which is true. We didn't do anything to cause concern. Well then, if that's the case, that's good. At that moment...
Saku! Let's go home together.
Whoa, now, wait a minute! Huh? I knew this would happen. Hey, Miss Kurashiki, get away from me! We had dinner together, and we went shopping together, and she suddenly confessed her feelings to me. Ever since then, her attitude changed completely.
I don't want to.
As for how I responded to her in that moment, I'm sorry, but I'll leave that to your imagination.
I'm on random evening. Hey, do you have a girlfriend, Shiba? While staying late at school, I was approached by one of my nicer classmates who often talked to me. As a shy wallflower, I'm grateful even for conversations like this. It's really nice of him to try not to leave anyone out of the conversation. What are you on about? There's no way he does! Non. Do you know of Schrodinger's cat? Huh? Why are you suddenly bringing that up? You don't know whether it's dead. You don't know whether it's dead if you don't open the box. It's just as good a chance of it being alive as it is being dead. In the same vein, unless it's confirmed beyond the shadow of a doubt, the odds of me having a girlfriend are... Meaning you don't have one, Royce? Oh boy, this is why these idiot boys with dirty minds are so hard to handle. That's why we prepared a wonderful present for poor old you! A present? What is this sudden present that they're talking about? It's not my birthday, and we're not even good enough friends to be giving one another birthday presents anyway. While I was wondering, one of my classmates handed me a large paper bag. This is... It's rubber! Oh. Don't worry, it's just lots of rubber bands that we won in the lottery! Just how many of our schoolmates contributed to this, for them to come up with the idea of giving 15 bucks to the rubber bands as a present? More importantly, this has nothing to do with whether I have a girlfriend. What exactly am I supposed to do with all this? Do your best to get rid of them for us! It's been a while since they just asked me to do something like this so shamelessly. Terrible of them to keep harassing the quiet people like this. Sighing, I stood up with all these rubber bands that they collected just to ridicule me. You complain, but you're taking them anyway. I can't waste a free gift after all. Even if it's just rubber bands, 15 boxes of them. I don't know how I'm going to use them either. I, Yuta Shiba, a high school sophomore, experienced the unbelievable rare phenomenon of being a high school student, bringing home 15 boxes of rubber bands. Nothing to do with a cultural festival, they're just rubber bands. Though I still have no idea what to do with them. Function. I don't really get what practical function they could have. I could make a rubber band gun? But at this age? If they were going to ask me to take care of it, they should have just chucked it. This is just a new way to pick on me. But I do sort of find it a pity to throw all these rubber bands away. While I was thinking that, I was suddenly embraced from behind. The first thing I felt was shocking. Thank you for that plump softness.
Huh? That's the first thing out of your mouth?
If she ever manages to get a good reaction out of me, she'll never leave me alone. Framed by glossy hair that flowed down to her waist, her face was a perfect balance between cute and elegant. With large eyes accentuated by long eyelashes, her figure was something that other girls envied her for. Out of 100 people that see her, all 100 of them would probably call her a top-tier beauty. And what do you want all of a sudden?
I'm just here because I saw you.
Her name is Sano Asumi. She's my childhood friend, 1 year older than me. And one of the popular girls at school.
Are you heading home now?
Yeah, well, where else would I be going? She often hugs me in front of everyone.
And let's go home together. Actually, can I hang out at your place today? Mom will be home late. I'll make you food if you let me in.
Sure.
Yay! How about if we go to your room?
I'll chase you out if you enter.
Why? But I have to double check that you're not hiding anything under your bed, in your water tank, or at the back of your books. Anyway, that's...
From behind, Sana peeked into the bag I was holding. Oh, this? It's rubber.
Rubber? Why do you have something like that? And so many, too!
I mean, they were forced onto me. But is having some rubber bands really that strange?
Oh, you want some? Do you normally go around recommending them to girls?
Rubber bands some kind of taboo items for girls? Sorry, I guess it was a rude question. I shouldn't push onto others what was pushed onto me. If I did, it'd be like participating in the bullying.
You're the worst, asshole!
On second thought, I don't think I'd feel bad picking on such an extremely rude person. If you're going that far, I don't care anymore. I'll use them however I want.
Huh? Then who are you gonna use them with?
Who with? I mean, I'll be happy if anyone wants them. It doesn't matter who as long as they take them off my hands. Huh? What do you...
No one in this century would say yes to this.
Let's not mention the fact that we're only about 1/3 of the way into the current century. She's seriously underestimating my social circle. I won't stay silent when I get looked down on for having no friends. Huh? Even if I'm an introvert, it's not like I don't know anyone at all. Since it's come to this, instead of throwing the rubber bands away, I'll find someone to use them even if it kills me. How rude! I have partners that'd love to use these with me.
Really?
The moment I said that, I could feel the bone-deep chill in Sana's gaze. What is this? Why do I feel like I'm standing at the point of no return? It's kind of scary. It's not that I have no friends, but I think it's better to back down for now. Yeah, actually, that was just a
If you're lying, be careful of your ribs.
What exactly are you planning to do with them? For the time being, I don't think I should make any more rash statements. After we got home, as Sana was making dinner, I pondered my options while staring at the mountain's worth of rubber bands in the paper bag. Now, what should I do with this? It goes without speaking that no high school student has a need for so many rubber bands. Maybe if I distribute them to my neighbors. There could be people doing handicrafts or other stuff that could use these. If not...
Here, dinner's done.
My meal was comprised of dried sardines and a few grains of rice. My meal's a little... small.
And there's a problem with that?
Nope, no problem at all. I have to get rid of those rubber bands as soon as possible. Smelling the fragrance of the curry in front of Sana, I changed my mind. I don't know exactly why Sana's in such a bad mood, but it's definitely because of the rubber bands. But it's not like I can throw them away. My stinginess comes out fully at times like this.
There's no seconds either.
If this is how it's gonna be, I shouldn't have told my mother not to cook dinner because Sana said she'd do it for me. Hey, so what did you end up doing with the rubber bands? The next day, the classmates came over to me with mocking smirks. You didn't throw them away, right? Don't tell me you let our precious gift go to waste! Did he really just call rubber bands precious? They're still at my place. Well, it's good you didn't chuck them. You can tell us if you don't have enough. We still have lots more. What kind of lottery gives out rubber bands as a prize? Who would be this happy to win something like this in the lottery? It was all very strange to me. Today as well, the day of a wallflower came to an end. Hey, isn't that our senior, Asumi? She's as cute as always. Why did she come to our class? What exactly is she doing now? The way she stared at me while unknowingly stirring up her surroundings could only be described as weird. I'm a little embarrassed to call her my childhood friend. I don't want to stand out or get involved with her in front of everyone. She looks so good just standing there that people kick up a fuss when they see her. What would my life become if they saw me talking to her? If you look back at how I've done my utmost to avoid interacting with her at school, you can probably imagine. Right, I guess I'll go out the window? Why did you leave before me? I had planned to make a quiet exit, but as expected of my childhood friend, she was lying in wait for me at home. It's because you stand out too much, and also because you were acting weird.
So you mean you left with a girl, right?
No, what girl would want to go home with me anyway?
But you said yesterday.
Now that I think of it, did I say something like that?
So you were planning to just do it outside?
Even I can't go that hard right out of the gate. Anyway, you came to my house again?
I mean, Dad and Mom keep coming back late. Also, your mother asked me to make sure you eat well.
Even though she made me such a modest meal yesterday. Yeah, let's not bring that up. So what's for dinner today? What is this? She's so cute. Why did you turn away?
Look inside your heart and you'll figure it out.
I placed my hand lightly on my chest. What I felt was a slow beat in my heart and my very average pecs. Without even a little softness, it was very different from Sana's. In short, I'm not a girl, so it's not soft at all.
How the heck did you come to that conclusion?
Huh? Weren't you after the softness of my heart?
Now that I think about it, why on earth do I have a crush on him?
What was that?
It's nothing.
Sana's face suddenly turned bright red.
Idiot, you're so stupid!
She also started calling me names for no reason. The next day, because I was on cleanup duty, I volunteered to take out the trash. Also because I couldn't fit in with the rest of them, chatting happily amongst themselves while cleaning. It's sad to be alone. Don't cry, Yuta. Be a man, Yuta. This isn't the place to bow your head. Well, I guess I don't really care. I made my way to the incinerator with the trash bag while wiping away my tears. At that moment,
I like you! Please go out with me!
well, what do we have here? Quickly, I hid myself in the shadows. I've always known that she's popular, but I never expected to be present when someone is confessing to her.
I'm sorry.
He's so handsome, but she rejected him. I suddenly felt a load lift off my chest. Why would I feel relieved seeing her reject him? Isn't that kind of mean? Why?
I mean, we have nothing to talk about together anyway.
But we just need time to get to know each other better!
Even so, I'm sorry. I want to date the person I like.
Sana doesn't seem to have the let's go out with them and see how it is mentality. I thought that was just like her.
Why?
Huh?
Why not me?
Huh? I kind of have a bad feeling about this.
I said I want to.
I bet you're just full of yourself because all the guys throw themselves at you!
Whoa, this isn't going well. What do you think you're doing?
Huh? You?
Those who have nothing to do with this should stay out the way!
I mean, I couldn't just leave someone that looked like she was about to get hit. Laying hands on a girl? Are you insane?
I just want to take her down a peg!
Just because you got rejected, getting so angry over something like this.
You! Move! It's dangerous!
No, I can't just abandon my friend!
Whatever! Get out of my way!
No, I won't! There's no way I'll let him get any closer to Sana. So I desperately held him back as he grabbed my shoulders tightly. At that moment, hey, what's happening over there? Seeing the teacher closing in, the guy made a run for it.
Oh no!
Hey, it's not like I'm actually wounded or anything.
Wounded?
Listen to me already. After explaining the situation to the teacher, we decided to head straight home. The teacher found that guy in the end, and he was escorted to the teacher's room. To be honest, it feels good.
At last, I get to experience what it feels like to be the hero saving the damsel in distress.
You're still a loner, though.
Sorry for getting you involved.
Don't be. I was one who was eavesdropping on you guys.
But still.
Still, I don't want her to feel guilty over something like this. It's not like any of it was her fault. Why does she look so apologetic? I guess it's true that I only interfered because it was Sana. It's fine, really. I'm just glad you're not hurt. Even that didn't cheer her up. So, don't make that face. It's not like it was a life-threatening situation. And it's not your fault. Nobody's in the wrong here except that guy. End of story. And don't forget, we're childhood friends. It's a given that we help each other out, right? Because my parents always came home late, Sana cooked me meals all the time. She treated me kindly even though I had no other friends. She's been a great help for me for so long, and I've always been genuinely grateful to her. So it's only natural to want to give back, if only a little. Compared to that guilty look. Hearing you say thank you would make me much happier.
As I thought, you're a really nice person, you.
That I don't mind. You can praise me as much as you want.
That's why you're popular with the girls, huh?
She's still thinking that? But I'm not.
But what you said about the
I'm sorry about what I said. That was just my ego speaking. I couldn't find anyone to give the rubber bands to in the end.
Huh? Your ego? Wait, did you say rubber bands?
Yeah, rubber bands. You didn't know? Even though you kept on repeating the word rubber? When I said that, Sana opened her eyes wide in realization. And then she promptly burst into laughter.
I get it now. So you're just showing off.
That's what happened!
I'm grateful to you for saving me, so I'll let you off with just this.
Thank you for your mercy. I didn't dare to ask what had triggered her, not after she had just reopened my wound.
Seriously, you couldn't think of a better way to put it?
I've never heard anything as unreasonable as this. She was the one who misunderstood everything and made fun of me on top of that.
So that's how it is. You don't have that kind of partner.
Huh?
You, what do you think of me then?
Why is she asking me something like that out of the blue? But for now, I think you have a fantastic body.
Why is that the first thing you think of?
Does she want me to talk about her personality or something? How could I have known that?
Well, I guess it's good that you like my body.
See, I was right after all. At least that was what I thought. Sana?
I like you. How you protected me today. How you're always beside me. How you always put me first. I like all of it.
Listening to her say those words so sincerely, my face turned bright red on the spot. Not even in my wildest dreams would I ever think that Sana actually likes me. What's gotten into you so suddenly?
I just realized that if I'm gonna get so jealous, I should just hurry up and tell you already. Someone might take you from me otherwise.
I'm happy you say that, but my looks won't get any better, you know.
He'll become a grandpa in the future anyway, so there's no need to worry about that. Also, my personality is... I like all those things about you too. Just how many years do you think we've known each other?
Well, even if that's true, I mean, I never imagined that such a cute girl could ever like me.
A girl mustered up all her courage to confess to you. What's your answer?
Subjected to the full force of her upturned eyes, my heart skipped a beat. The entire situation is beyond unexpected. Who could predict something like this happening? I also enjoy my time with you, and I find lots of peace in our time together.
Mm-hmm.
You're cute, and your cooking is delicious.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I like you too. When I said that, Sana hugged me with all her might. I didn't think this would be the result of that incident. My relationship with my childhood friend transformed overnight. It really was an unforeseen development, but it was a happy development for me as well.
Let's take care of each other well from now on, you.
After class the next day, I ended up bringing the rubber bands I'd failed to get rid of to school and distributed them to my classmates. I received several confused reactions when I suddenly handed people a bunch of rubber bands, so in the end, I just told everyone that they were a gift from a rubber band maker with no friends to buy his rubber bands. Did you hear, Johnny? Lately, people have taken to calling us the guys with the excess rubber bands for some reason. It really blew up, didn't it, Daniel? I guess the joke wouldn't go down well right now. That's all because you distributed them to everyone! Sharing is caring, Daniel. And that's how it turned out.
Oh?
I wish they'd leave me out of it for once. In the first place, none of this would have happened if they didn't make me take all those rubber bands.
To think that I thought you're the kind of guy to give those things out to lots of girls.
Stop right there, Sana! I was never gonna do something that tasteless. What a rude thing to say while you're eating.
That's good then. If you don't start acting like a normal guy, I'll be the one dealing with it after all.
I was a normal guy from the beginning, though. All I did was bring some rubber bands back, but she had to go and make such a terrible assumption. Even though all of it was a pure misunderstanding on her part.
Is that so?
What do you mean, is that so? And why are we even talking about this anyway? Can we just eat our food?
Sure.
Geez, she's such a handful. But I don't mind at all.
Hey, you? Don't you think we're acting just like newlyweds?
That's because we're childhood friends. But then again, I guess that's not all it is.
Sir, it's about time.
The woman that was talking to me was my secretary, Kagari. She's been a friend since college and has supported me, Masaki Kanzaki, since I started this company. The only reason that this company is as big as it is because I had her support. We're gonna be meeting a woman who's interested in a new business venture, right?
Yes, sir. It's a company called Alice Holdings. It's apparently a video management company that started about 5 years ago. It had pretty good sales when it started, but now, it seems like streamers are pretty independent and do their own thing. A lot of the contracts dried up, and a lot of popular streamers quit, and the company has been in a large decline ever since. Luckily, since it was a fairly large office, a lot of new streamers had joined to start their careers. It wasn't like the company was in jeopardy, but we're not sure how long that'll last.
I mean, the company has to be hurting if all the veterans are leaving. I'm sure a lot of talent companies are also fighting for the streamers' attention, so there's basically a war going on. I'm sure they're struggling. So, what do they want with me?
Probably something like they want to use one of their streamers for our ads.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. Let's just go ahead and hear her out. The CEO's come all this way. I decided to show up as well. You never know until you listen. Excuse me, huh? I was at a loss when I saw the woman in the waiting room. No way!
Huh? Kanazaki?
I knew it! I knew this woman. Why?
Kanazaki? I'm going to win this time around!
The woman in the room, Wakaba Ayama, would often compete with me when we would have exams in high school. We were technically rivals, I suppose. By the way, the results of the competitions?
I lost again! Why? I stayed up late to study.
I win every time. Ever since I started school to when we graduated. I was always first and she was always second. She often thought of me as an enemy.
This woman?
Oh, Kagari. I know what you're gonna say, but don't say anything.
I'm going to listen to what you have to say later.
You're the CEO of Kanon Holdings. I can't believe it. I mean, I started my company when you started yours.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. I'm glad to see you again. Let's go ahead and trade business cards, huh?
Weird. We're both CEOs and trading our business cards.
Guess it's a good indication of the hard work we put in, huh? I know how difficult it can be to run a company. It seems like it's not going well now, but the fact that she grew it to where it was is pretty insane. So, can I hear what you need?
Actually,
Just like I'd expected, she wanted us to use her streamers for commercials and whatnot. My company initially started off as a program outsourcing company, but since we've grown, we've expanded. That's why she wanted us to use her streamers for advertisements. I see. I can tell you're very passionate about this.
okay then.
But is that what the creators in your office want? This is just my personal opinion, but I feel like they want to make their own videos how they want and make money as a hobby. Of course, they probably accept promotion offers, but do they really want to have commercials? I mean, if they do that, they won't be able to make any more videos, right?
I mean, I'm not forcing it on them. The streamers in our office do want to just make money.
I understand that this is a tough decision as a business owner, but you shouldn't just push offers only creators in your office. Think about them and what's best for them. I think that's the best thing you can do, or they're gonna flock away. For the commercial thing, I'll accept the offer as long as you're able to promise me that this is truly what the creators want. What do you think?
Sorry, let me think about it a little.
Sure, I'm not in a rush to take your time.
Thank you. I'll head out now.
She went back to her office after that.
She went back without much of a fuss. I thought that she was going to hang in there, so I was getting a lot of scenarios ready.
She's pretty tough, but she's kind at heart. She might be between a rock and a hard place now, but she's not the kind of person to only think about her company.
You're really covering for her, huh?
Well, why are you upset? It's not like it's emotion or anything. I just don't want to do anything that's not beneficial to us, so don't look down at me like that.
I don't doubt that, but But you're not planning on just sitting there and watching things unfold, are you?
I mean, yeah, this has to be some kind of destiny. You there, Alba?
Yes, sir. How can I be of service?
This is an AI that I created when I was in college. She's bright and honest and cute. The only reason that our company is doing well is because of her. What do you think about our company and her company working together? Can you give me some risk-benefit analysis? I don't mind if there's been no precedent.
Understood, sir. I will gather data on our company.
Yeah, thanks. All right, there we go.
Oh, yeah. I still had something to ask you about.
Oh, crap.
Aoba looks awfully a lot like the CEO Aoyama, doesn't she? Is this a coincidence?
Yeah, of course.
Really? So it's a coincidence that your AI seems to use the letters from the CEO's first and last name. Are you really saying that the two are completely not connected?
You never know what kind of coincidences await us.
You know, when coincidences keep stacking up, the odds are against it being a coincidence. It doesn't help that you told me you knew her before, and you still stood by your statement that this is a coincidence?
Well, why don't we go back to work? Come on, we're busy.
You're gonna tell me all about it when we have time.
I thought that I would do everything in my power to avoid answering her. I couldn't answer her. A few days later,
I'm sorry. I brought this whole thing to you and I'm backing out now. But thinking about it, I don't think that it's a good idea to use our streamers for commercials.
she decided to just ignore the offer. You thought it through and that was the conclusion you came to, right?
Yeah. I didn't want to make them do things that they didn't want to do. It'll only lower their motivation. I've left the projects out there, so if they're interested, they can take it.
I think that's a good idea.
I'm really sorry about that. I brought this whole idea to you.
No, I told you to think about it so you don't have to worry about it. But do you mind if I talk about something else? I have a suggestion.
You have a suggestion? About what?
How about we both work together, huh? I have something I'm interested in.
A business partnership? I mean, I think working with a company like yours would be great, but are you sure? I'm not sure how this is beneficial to a company like yours.
I mean, sure, my company is big, but there's a lot that I haven't touched yet. And the field I'm interested in would benefit greatly from your expertise. So I'd like to offer a partnership. If it goes well, I think both of us would do great.
What do you want to do?
Well, you know how VTubers are doing great recently?
Yeah, I think they're making 6 digits every year just from donations. They're making millions at the top. But there are a few VTuber-specific ones that handle that, so it's a pretty tough market to enter, I think.
That's true, I agree. That's why I don't want to do the same thing. I want to do something like it, but different. Let me show you something.
What is this?
It's AI, and it's very good at simulating human emotion.
AI? Emotion? I mean, people always talk about AI now, but it must be impossible to have emotion, right?
This AI is able to learn. People also develop personalities based on their experiences, right? I made a little algorithm simulating that pattern. Kind of like a manga or anime. This guy and character talks like this, that sort of thing. Then I made my AI do exactly that. After making a certain behavioral pattern, the AI learns on its own, so it's not like it takes time, you know? Of course, I do need to teach it that it's straying from its behavioral pattern sometimes, but it's almost like teaching a child. This one, for example, has been trained to work for a company and be honest.
Hello! I will do anything for Mr. Kanazaki. Wow.
So I'm gonna make a suggestion that Alba suggested for me. Working with you going forward. Using AI as a streaming platform.
You can do that?
There are no people that do that right now, right? Because they think that robots don't have emotion. But clearly it's possible to be ever so close to emotion, right? I think some people would really like that.
That's true, but I don't think most people can do that.
But I have Alba. I'm basically making streamers, so I just want you to manage them. I can control them from afar if I need to, so don't worry about it.
That's insane! I think most other companies, if any, won't be able to compete in a market like this. But you're putting a lot of pressure on your company, aren't you? Am I supposed to be signing a contract with your AI like I do with other streamers?
No, once I make my own AI, I'm gonna maintain it, sure, but I want you to run everything else.
Are you sure?
I mean, yeah, I'll sell you the AI and we make 50-50. How's that? I already know how to make the AI, so it'll just take a little time to make the personalities. Honestly, even if I make 50, I'm gonna be profiting. If we're both gonna be profiting, I think we should stand on equal ground.
Thank you, Kanazaki. But you really can make AI that easily?
Of course not. It may be easy to him, but it's a pretty tough feat for a programmer. On top of that, he makes sure that AI has human emotion. That's pretty impossible for anyone other than Mr. Kanzaki himself.
Right, I knew he always had it in him.
But Kagari is just exaggerating. If you know how, anyone can make AI. But I'm gonna be taking a little time to make sure the characters don't go all weird on me. How about using Alba as a trial run, huh? She seems interested.
Yes, sir. I'm interested in taking on the streaming world. She's interested. I'll talk to my people back at the office.
Yes, please.
Thank you, but there's something that I was interested in.
What is it?
Can I talk with just us?
Is there a problem with me being here?
No, that's not what I meant.
Sorry, Kakari, can you wait outside? You can't be glaring at other CEOs. You can't stare at me either.
Fine. I can't go against the CEO. You really gotta hate being a peasant employee.
I'm sorry! She hates being picked out from things. She seems to be very mature, but she's actually pretty young at heart. So, what is it that you wanted to ask about?
Oh, this AI was totally modeled after me in high school, right? What is this?
Oh! I know what you're talking about.
Don't act stupid now. The personality is different, and she's a little cuter, but this is totally me. You really thought I wouldn't notice?
No, it's just coincidence.
Really? You didn't do this just because you liked me?
Wait, this reaction. If it was, then would you be mad at me?
No, I'd be happy because I've always liked you in high school.
Are you serious?
If anything, I thought I was pretty obvious. You were someone that I wanted to beat, but I couldn't. You were just so smart and cool and kind, so I always liked you.
I see. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, so I want to hear what you really think. This Aoba girl, you totally modeled her after me, right? I mean, the name.
Yes, I modeled her after you. I thought you were so cute, so I imagined you in college to model her.
I knew it. So we liked each other, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
By the way, why is the personality so different? Is it because you didn't like my personality?
No, not at all. I think you have a great personality, but I just needed someone to help me out, you know?
I see. I'm glad. Then I guess we can go out?
Yeah, of course. If anything, I wish I asked you out sooner. Please go out with me, Ms. Alba.
Oh. If you're okay with a girl like me, I'd love to.
That's how we ended up dating. Honestly, I didn't think that we would meet up like this again, but I was happy. Afterwards. Just like I'd imagined, the AI gathered quite a few viewers. Not only from Japan either, from the world. Alba, other AIs are all doing great around the world. Every character made millions, so both of our companies were doing great.
You're insane, Masaki. Other companies can't copy us, so a lot of other streamers that weren't interested before have been reaching out to us.
But then I'm the only one profiting. We're partnered, remember? It's a win-win, so don't worry. But I will have to spend some money developing the AI and we'll have to split, okay?
That's perfect. Thank you, Masaki.
They're all doing well thanks to you. I should be thanking you. Our companies are doing great.
Masaki, I worked hard today. Can you spoil me?
Yeah, of course.
Yay!
Our dating life was great too. I don't know what's gonna happen going forward, but I think that I can get over it with a girl this cute. I'm gonna continue working hard to make sure Wakaba, my employees, and my AI are all happy.
Alright, there we go. It's starting to look really good now. My name's Yuma Emishi, and I started my own company at the age of 27. I only have myself in my employment, but it's a systems company, and I plan to grow. I've got an interview tomorrow. Let's see. We've got 3 systems engineers and a secretary. This is such a new company that I'm glad there are people who are willing to interview with me at all. All the systems engineers seem to have no experience, but I can always teach them and help them along. As far as the secretary goes, I just want her to manage my schedule and some of the office work. But right now, there's not much to be done. I'll just use that time to get her to get used to things. The next day, the woman who showed up at the interview was incredibly beautiful. This must be what people mean when they say innocent beauty.
I'm Mai Arimori. Nice to meet you, sir. Thank you for your time.
I saw her photo in the resume, but she's seriously beautiful. I'm the CEO, Emishi. Go ahead and have a seat here.
Thank you, sir.
I started the interview. So, is it alright if I ask a little off-topic question? After I asked all of the important questions, I politely asked her,
Sure. Feel free to ask me what you want.
It says here that you went to Kanon High.
Yes, that's correct.
Dang. She smiled back at me after answering. Kanon High is the same school I went to. Not to mention she was in the same grade as me. Her birthday made it obvious, which means we should be classmates. Do you maybe know me?
Yes, we were actually in the same class for 3 years.
Oh, I see. There's no way. I would remember a woman this pretty in class? I really don't remember anyone that remotely looked like her. I heard that women really look beautiful when they get older, but I couldn't believe that they could get this beautiful. I was actually spending most of my time in the corner in high school. The only person who messed with me was some delinquent, and I didn't mess with anyone else. And that girl always just mocked others, so I didn't like her. But Mai Arimori? I feel like I kind of remember her. I was a little unsure, but continued the interview. She said she wasn't very experienced, but she knew how to respond well. And she aced the little test I had prepped beforehand. The other 3 that I interviewed seemed good too, so I'm excited for what's to come. Oh, it's Sis. Hello?
Hey, Yuma! You doing alright?
Yeah, I'm good. What's up?
I'm gonna go over there for something, so I was wondering if you wanted dinner?
Oh, sure. I'll message you when I'm out.
Okay!
I finished off work and headed to the location we agreed to.
Oh, there you are! Yuma!
You're being way too loud, sis.
Oh, come on! It's our amazing reunion!
I feel like I saw you a week ago.
Hey, it's a long time to me. So, how was it today? You had interviews, right?
Yeah, they all seemed pretty good. I'm happy.
But you gotta start with educating them, right? Don't go too overboard, even if you saved up money for 5 years.
It's alright. It's what I wanted to do. And a lot of the people that I got along with at my old job said that they would come to my company when they finish off their projects. So I think it'll be good in 2 or 3 months.
Wow, you've really changed. Good old antisocial Yuma has grown up.
You really need to forget about when I was in high school. Oh, speaking of high school, one of the people that came in for an interview turned out to be a classmate.
Huh? Oh, what a coincidence.
Huh. She's not that surprised. Yeah, I really think it's an amazing coincidence. But I can't remember who she is.
What?
Come on! It's like 8 or 9 years ago. I can't remember that.
You heartless man.
Ugh.
What's her name?
Huh?
If she's your classmate, I might know her. I was still in high school when you started, remember?
I think her name was Mai Arimori.
Oh, that girl.
You know her?
The more important thing is, how do you not know her? She was the only girl that got along with you.
What? No. There's no one like that.
Yeah, there was. That one kind of exotic looking girl, super cute. You two were always together, so I figured you got along.
No, That girl was just being mean by mocking me and teasing me. No, there's no way that's her anyway. The woman that came today was so innocent and pure looking.
Do you realize how long it's been since then? If you've changed enough to where you want to start your own company, it's not that strange to think someone else has changed drastically as well. And I'm sure she's calmed down after growing up. And just so you know, you got over being antisocial because of her. The more you interacted with her, the more you started being able to talk to others. And you're talking bad about her?
I don't get it. Why is she so pissed off? She's usually a pretty kind person, but when I make her angry, she's really scary. And I apparently stepped on a landmine. I feel like she liked that delinquent when she was in high school, too.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to do to you if you treat her coldly, right?
I won't. It's going to be harassment anyway.
Good. You better take really good care of her.
She must have been happy with my reply, because she calmed down after that. The first day they were all coming into work.
Did you remember who I was?
She immediately asked me, did you dye your hair in high school?
Yes, that's me. You remembered.
I mean, my sister kind of made me remember. You really are Ari Mori?
I've changed quite a bit, haven't I? I worked really hard.
Why did you change so much?
Oh, a lot of things, and yeah, a lot of things. Anyway, everyone else isn't here yet, huh? I came here right before we started because my train was delayed, but...
Oh yeah, about that. They all turned me down.
What? Does that mean they went to a different company?
Probably. I told them that I would love for them to work here, and they said no.
All of them?
Yes, all of them.
It's all right. We can do this with just the two of us.
Thank you, Miss Arimori. She was right. All I needed was the two of us. I still had work to do. I was going to get more employees in about 2 months anyway. They already have skill, so they'll work hard.
Then we just need to hang on until then. What should I do?
Well, right now, I don't have anything in need of scheduling and management. So can I have you take on hiring new staff? I'll tell you how.
Of course. Leave it to me.
She's really loyal. Is she really the same girl? We worked hard on each other's task. I was working on an application that I was asked to do on my own. Until we have more employees, I would have to work like this as well.
Sir, have some tea.
Oh, thank you.
Not at all. This is my job as well.
She's such a kind person. She worked hard the whole time. When she finished her work, she started cleaning the office. Just like you would think by looking at her. She was a wonderful woman. She cannot be the same girl, right? Phew, we're done.
Great job today, sir.
You too. Sorry for having you clean up too.
Not at all. This is my job. Everyone prefers a cleaner room.
She's seriously so incredible.
Anyway, are you heading home, sir?
Huh? Yeah. It's not like I have anything to do.
I see. Would you like to have dinner with me? You know, it's been a while since we last met, you know, even if we were classmates. How about we just kind of get to know each other again?
But it's just us.
I don't mind. If anything, never mind.
What is that reaction? I'm gonna mistake what you mean if you keep that up. Okay then. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
This is how we ended up going to a nearby bar. Well, no. Honestly, we were supposed to just grab food, but then she took me to a bar.
You don't drink beer?
Oh yeah. I only drink cocktails.
Me too. We actually get along pretty well, huh?
Wait, she totally has a thing for me, right? Looking at her and hearing what she's saying, that's all I can think. But I need to be careful about what I do, because I don't want to cause any kind of misunderstanding. Maybe someone finally is interested in me.
Let's cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
We talked about nothing for a while and drank. Honestly, I was a lightweight when it came to alcohol, but I didn't want to seem like a loser. And so, I kept drinking, but...
Sir, are you sleepy?
I'm fine.
You shouldn't push yourself.
But I can't sleep here.
Good night, sir.
Huh? Where am I? When had I fallen asleep? I must have passed out. Huh? Miss Arimori? Why are you here? Why are we sleeping together? Did we...
Oh, you woke up.
Miss Arimori, are we?
Last night was fun.
I knew it. I got too drunk and went for it. Miss Arimori, I'm sorry. I did something insane while I was drunk. If it's not too much for you, I'd love to take responsibility and... Huh?
You're seriously such a geek. Don't worry. We haven't done anything.
What?
You were drunk, so I just carried you back to my room. That's it. We haven't done anything else, so don't worry.
So I jumped to conclusions?
Yep, that sounds about right.
Wow. I'm sorry for that.
It's alright. I can understand how you'd make that connection. Can I ask you something, though?
What? She really opened up to me all of a sudden.
Do you think we can date?
What do you mean?
Were you just trying to be a gentleman and date me? Or do you like me?
Is there a point in answering that?
Very much so, yes. It's very important to me.
I mean, yes. I thought I should do the right thing. But if I could make you my girlfriend, I'd be happy. You're cute and you work hard and you're kind.
Then let's go out, please?
Wow, you're aggressive, huh?
I like you. I've liked you since we were in high school. So let's go out, please? I dyed my hair black because I knew you liked innocent and pure girls.
What? Why? I thought that you were just messing with me.
That was just because you were always alone. If I didn't mess with you like that, I couldn't talk to you at all. But you were so kind to me when I wasn't doing too hot with my studies in my freshman year. That's why I've always liked you. You always taught me before exams, too.
Did you come here because...
Yeah. Your sister told me that you were going to be starting a company.
Wait, my sister knew about you? That's why she wasn't surprised.
After I graduated, I kept in touch with your sister. She told me that you didn't have a girlfriend either.
Oh yeah, she did ask me about that often. That was all her ploy, huh?
But when I started acting innocent and pure, I was really nervous and embarrassed. But your sister doesn't care about me liking you.
People are afraid of what others might think when you change how you look. That must be what she's talking about. I mean, it's just a new company I just started, so I really don't doubt your feelings.
Then you'll go out with me?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, if you want to go out with me, I'd love to go out with you. No matter how she was in the past, she worked hard to change for me. I wanted to face that head on.
Really?
Yeah, of course. If anything, I wish I asked you out to begin with.
Really? Really?
I wouldn't lie about this.
Oh, let's have so much fun together!
Why are you hugging me?
Because I'm happy! I finally got to go out with you after 9 years.
Miss Mai, you're right. Thank you. We were able to go out because she left her stable job to come to me. That's why I thanked her.
I'll work hard to make sure you don't regret it. Let's have fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna work hard for you and your company too. That's how we started dating. We eventually welcomed my old friends, and our company is doing great.
I've written up my letter of resignation, Mr. Matoba.
Yeah, let's bump the brakes, Miss Sakura. The whole department was rustling. We had gone out on a business trip, and the day after we got back, the MVP of our department pulled out a letter of resignation. I asked her why she wanted to quit all of a sudden.
Because you were so, with me at our business trip.
Whoa, let's really bump the brakes, Miss Sakura! The department was basically on fire now. Just to be clear, I haven't done anything to Miss Sakura. Let me calmly remember what happened to clear things up. Everything started when we were having lunch and Miss Ayami Sakura brought this up.
I really don't understand how some people can have romance within a company.
Huh? What's this all about?
I was invited out again by someone.
Uh-huh. You're still very popular.
You think so too, right, boss?
You can just call me Matobo. I mean, I don't really think there's a problem with it.
Don't you think after you started going out with someone in the company, it could cause problems later on? You might not be able to work properly if things get weird.
I mean, that's true. This girl is Ayami Sakura. She's the most popular employee here. She's 24, 4 years younger than me, Shinji Matoba. She's very good with her work, and she's considered one of the MVPs of the department, but she's an extreme stickler for rules. She doesn't want to ever date anyone in the company and always turns down the invitation of male employees. She's pretty, but tough, and that's my employee.
Anyway, here.
Huh? What is this?
Congrats on your promotion. I've always been getting looked after by you.
Thanks. Can I open it?
Go ahead.
Ah, it's a necktie. That's nice, thank you. I'll use it carefully.
Sure, I'd be glad if you did.
She can be tough, but she can be cute like this too. To be frank, I kind of liked her. But I didn't want her to think that I had some kind of ulterior motive. That's why I just pretended to not have feelings around her. When she was still a newbie at the company, I worked as her mentor, so this has been continuing for about 2 years now. Maybe it's because I've been keeping it to myself. She's been really trusting me. Right now, I've been promoted to manager, and she's an invaluable employee.
Here you are. We're all gonna grab drinks later tonight. Do you wanna go? Huh? A drinking party? Yeah, you should pop in sometimes. Are you gonna go?
I was invited too, but I have some work left over. You should go, though.
You're not gonna go with me?
Uh,
If you're not gonna go, I'm not.
Okay, I'll finish up, okay? You can't just suddenly crank up the cute dial. That night, I went out to the party with all the department employees, Miss Sakura included. This is a great opportunity for you to go talk to your coworkers, huh?
I wanna talk to you.
I see. But how about talking to everyone?
You're so cold to me recently.
Huh, you think so?
I can kind of tell why.
Huh? Does she know that I like her?
I knew it. Because you...
What's going on?
You...
What's going on?
Nothing! Ayumi, why are you so upset? I'm not upset. Why are you always with the manager? No, I mean, yes. Come on, don't be so upset. Come on out with me and the girls sometimes. Wait, hang on. I need to talk to Mr. Matoba.
Phew, I was a little nervous there. I was glad to know that at the very least, she didn't know that I liked her. A week later, I was heading out to a business trip with her that was in a distant branch. Sorry that I needed you to come with me.
No, it's okay. This is a rare opportunity. Don't mind me.
Huh? Is she nervous? Miss Sakura?
Huh? Yo?
You're nervous, huh?
No.
I mean, it's okay if you're not, I guess. The place we're going to, all the people there are very friendly, so you don't have to be nervous.
No, I'm not nervous about that.
Huh? Is something wrong?
Nothing!
Okay. The place that we're heading is a lot of people that I've seen before. It was where I worked when I started at this company. It's very frank and quiet, and I had fun working there for 3 years. I'm sure Miss Sakura won't be as nervous when she sees everyone there. I can't wait to see them. Once we got to the new place, my old mentors welcomed me. Hey guys, it's been a minute. Whoa, there's the man of the hour. Been a minute, Matoba. Happy to see that everyone is doing well. I heard you were promoted at the main office, huh? Congratulations. Oh, and who is she? She's one of my employees.
Nice to meet you all. I'm Ayumi Sakura.
Huh? Wait, is this that girl you were talking about on the phone the other day?
Huh? Mr. Matoba was talking about me?
Yeah, every time we talk on the phone, he brings you up. You're great at your job and you never make any mistakes. He says that you're truly an excellent employee.
Mr. Matoba said that?
Yeah, and he also said that you're cute.
Huh? He said that about me?
No, Miss Sakura! It's not like I said that with any romance or something like that. It was just as a cute employee.
Right, because you...
Huh?
Nothing.
That night, we went out to go drink with some of my ex-coworkers.
Seriously, Mr. Matoba is truly an excellent worker. He always comes up with great ideas and then invents a product that takes it into production. Yet he comes up with the perfect roadmap.
blah 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 blah.
I'm a little embarrassed when she's the one explaining everything.
So he's the person I admire and my first crush.
Huh? Your first what?
Nothing. No, I was just gonna say you really crush it at work.
Oh, okay. I don't know about that metaphor, though. Miss Sakura was incredibly smart, and sometimes I felt like her metaphors kind of went over my head. I mean, you got promoted, so you should be getting ready, right? Ready for what? Marriage! You had something going on over here, too. What happened to that? Oh, I don't have anyone like that. The person I like is right next to me, though.
Huh? But you live with your girlfriend, right?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I said that you live with your girlfriend, right?
Me? With my girlfriend?
Yes.
Really? Wow, you should have told me about that girl, man. Huh? This is the first time I heard about it, too. What's going on? No, I didn't really get it either. Miss Sakura, can you tell me more about the whole girlfriend thing?
You really don't know what I'm talking about?
No, not at all.
But you were talking to some of your friends.
Man, she's so cute.
Oh, that's nice.
Wait, he just said someone's cute. Who is he talking about?
I mean, when I'm around her, I'm really just healing, you know?
He's not talking about me, is he?
She's super into me.
Oh, come on, man. Cut it out with that.
Huh? I thought I was the one that was the most into him.
Every time I go somewhere, she follows me.
That's gotta be me, right?
After living with her, my life really changed.
Huh? I don't live with him.
She loves to be spoiled and is always waiting for me at home.
Huh? I've never been to your house. Huh? I can't tell him that I overheard that conversation. You live with someone, right?
Yeah, I guess I live with someone.
See, I knew it.
I mean, not really someone, though. More like something.
See, I knew What?
Oh, you got a cat! Too lonely or something? Yeah. How is she? Whoa, she really is a cutie, huh? Right? And she just loves me so much.
No way! Wait, in other words, he doesn't have a girlfriend that walks on 2 feet. Wait, hang on. I told him that there's no way I would ever date anyone in the company. I had a chance and I was jealous over a cat! A cat? I got it. Mr. Matoba.
What's up, Miss Sakura?
I'm only going to say this once, so listen closely.
Listen to what?
Meow!
What has gotten into you?
Oh.
No, you don't have to do that if you're shy about it. Seriously, what's wrong?
I'm gonna go back to the hotel.
Yeah, it seems like you're tired, so you rest well. Miss Sakura floated back to the hotel. She must be very tired or very stressed out. She seemed closed off when we were on the train heading back from the trip as well. I was very worried about her. And that brings us to today, the day after we got back.
I've written up my letter of resignation, Mr. Matoba.
Yeah, let's pump the brakes, Miss Sakura. Here we are now. She was saying something happened at the business trip, but all I did was show off my cat. Can you tell me why?
I thought about everything and thought this would be the only way forward.
What do you mean this would be the only way forward?
I can't really tell you.
I see, private matters, huh?
No, it's for the two of us and our future.
Huh? You're gonna get married?
I mean, I kind of want to.
Oh, Jesus. Apparently I'd missed out on my chance. But if you quit, I'm really gonna struggle to find a replacement.
Why is that?
I mean, you're very good at your job, and I've got you on several key projects.
In other words, you want to keep me here because you need me for work?
No, it's not just that. I mean, it's also a motivation issue. I'm able to really work hard every day because I see you. I basically am being selfish and just want to keep you around me. What am I saying to someone who's gonna get married? She's just gonna find out that I have ulterior motives.
I'm so happy!
Sorry about that last one. Wait, what? You're happy?
Yeah, I'll be working with you by your side for the rest of my life.
No, you don't have to work by my side for that long. Just until you get married.
Huh? So you're basically telling me to be a stay-at-home wife?
Huh? That probably helps the other person too, you know?
The other person, isn't that something that you have to decide?
Huh? I'm allowed to decide on your future?
Yeah, of course. I'll do as you say.
Okay, how about both of us calm down a little and then talk it over, huh?
Okay, we'll be off tomorrow, so let's meet up in front of the train station.
I don't understand what's going on, but at least she's not gonna be quitting. But thinking back about what happened, there were quite a few weird things about what was said. There's someone that she's interested in with her future. After thinking about their future, she thought that quitting the job would be the only way forward. When I tried to stop her, she said that I was able to decide if she wanted to be a stay-at-home wife. I feel like that's putting a little too much trust in your boss's decision, right? I was a little confused about everything, but I decided to meet up with her the next day. I mean, she doesn't want to date in the company, so she must be wanting to marry someone that I don't know. I wonder what kind of person it is. I mean, I'll do my best to give her the advice I can.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Matoba-san.
So cute! I mean, Miss Sakura?
Huh? What's wrong? Cute?
Oh, nothing. She was so cute that I couldn't keep it to myself. This is the first time I've seen her in private clothing. We're not even going on a date or anything. Is she normally this cute? Maybe she's gonna go see her boyfriend after she meets with me? I'm a little jealous. Wait, what am I jealous about? Today was to discuss things with Miss Sakura, that's it. If I show anything that seems like I have ulterior motives, all the trust she has in me is gonna disappear. Today's goal is to talk about what's gonna happen going forward with Miss Sakura. So I need to keep the fact that I like her to myself.
Matoba-san.
What's wrong?
I have a favor to ask from you. Can I hold your arm while I walk?
What? No, you can't do that! What are you talking about?
Then, can we at least hold hands?
That's a definite no!
I mustered up the courage to ask him! But he's super serious and formal, so maybe he's a little shy? I like that about him too. I'm also pretty reserved, so maybe I'll get along with him in that respect. That makes me happy too.
I was worried about what she'd say. She's got a boyfriend and she's trying to hold my arm. Well, no matter what kind of girl she is, I need to be a positive boss and take her seriously. But why does she want to hold my arm? And her face is so red. Oh, Miss Sakura!
Huh? What's wrong, Mr. Matoba?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
What are you talking about?
Hang on a second.
Oh, why are you holding me?
Huh? You don't feel too good, right?
No, but we could just stay like this for a little bit more.
Oh, okay. Wait, what?
Let's go.
Then we got to the cafe that she said she wanted to go to.
I'm sorry, I was just caught off guard a second ago.
I mean, I was also pretty surprised by everything, too.
Seems like we really click.
I mean, if we're together for 2 years, it would make sense.
Oh man, it's going to be 2 years. It was so fast. I remember the first time I met you.
Oh, yeah.
I kept making mistakes, but you really kept helping me out. That's how I'm still here today. I was so happy when you said that you wanted me to stay with you.
Yeah, I see.
I really like you.
I'm glad to hear that.
What? You don't seem happy at all.
No, that's not true at all. I'm really happy.
Really? Really? You like me?
I mean, of course.
What?
Both of us were confused. We apparently had the wrong idea of like.
Then you meant that you liked me as a coworker?
Huh? So you meant you like me as a man?
You didn't figure that out?
I mean, you said that you didn't want to date with a coworker. Wait, so the person you want to marry?
It's about you.
Okay. The dots finally connected, but there's still parts I don't understand. Why'd you say that you didn't want to date a coworker?
Because there are a lot of men that were flirting with me and trying to get close to me that weren't you. Also, I thought you had a girlfriend, so I didn't care about love at all. So yeah, I like you.
Why are you confessing to me after this is all going? but now it makes sense. That's why you try to quit.
Yeah, I learned that you didn't have a girlfriend though. But I just said that I couldn't date coworkers, so I can't just go against it. So I figured if I quit, I could go out with you.
Communication is seriously important, huh? I mean, I've liked you since you started working here.
Wait, really?
Yeah, so I thought about asking you out, but I didn't want to ruin our relationship that we had, you know? Then you turned around and started saying that you could never date a coworker, so I gave up.
But now I feel different.
I like you, Miss Sakura.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'd love to go out with you.
I'm so happy.
That's how we ended up dating, after figuring out our miscommunication. News of our dating immediately spread like a wildfire.
So everyone keeps asking me about it. I'm kind of shy, so I just can't tell them.
I mean, I can't say I don't understand.
Oh, can I go over to your house today?
Huh? Sure you can.
I just want to see your pet cat.
Oh, okay, that's all?
I mean, there might be more.
We learned that communication was important and had a rule to tell each other our feelings, but this is embarrassing.